I'm every woman, they're all in me. Welcome back to the podcast, The Hive Mind. Thanks you for your patronage. And Yoshi can fuck right off.
Yeah, shut your fat beak, bitch.
I really hope you can't hear her because she is feeling very talkative today. We're at Jillian's apartment, by the way, because there was a bit of a disaster.
We had a day.
We'll get into that, but I wanted to clarify the I'm every woman bit because we were walking around about to go see Dr. Stranger, and because us women are all one hive mind, I was like, what if, like, you know, the lyrics are like, I'm every woman, they're all in me, like we're all connected by the hive mind, and when we all hit, you know, when one of us hits the notes, the rest of us all hit the note, and we all look up at the sky at the same time and a beam of light comes out of our mouths. So that's where that was coming from. But it's been quite a fucking Saturday. I got up at a decent enough time. I was like, yeah, we'll be productive. We're going to go shoot our fun little TikTok at Target. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to record some Let's Plays. And then I get to my apartment and set everything up. And we're about to sing, I'm every woman. And then Jillian bumps her microphone. It topples onto her open glass of water and spills all across the top of my fucking laptop. And so the keys are just drenched in like 2 cups of water. And I'm just like, I just accept it because I was like, I'm just going to detach myself from the situation.
I saw you go through the 5 stages of grief, like in your eyes. I was like, you're like, well, this is it.
My life had been so traumatic in so many different ways since moving to LA that I just have to take things like water getting spilled all over my laptop in stride. But poor Jillian felt bad.
I felt awful. I still feel awful, and I'll feel awful for the rest of my life.
Good, because I'm never going to let you forget it.
Neither will Yoshi.
Sorry, everyone. If you hear loud chirping, she's just being a massive cunt. I don't know what to say. She's being a prima donna bitch.
She's also jerking off right now.
She's currently attempting to reach climax right in front of us. It's really disturbing.
Right in front of my salad.
Anyway, I woke up, whatever. There was a bit of a power outage this morning at my apartment because there was some beeping going off and like the fucking AC turned off. And again, so the water fucking gets all over my laptop. I'm like, oh, fuck.
And then I left to go get my laptop.
Yes, I forgot about that. Holy shit. You're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, my laptop will recover. It said 48 hours, don't use it. You can go to your apartment and get your laptop. Which you did, and she got her laptop all ready to go, and all of a sudden, just completely.
Pac-Man came in and died, and he was like,
someone came in and just started beatboxing and making mouth noises.
Yeah,
but no, all the fucking power went out again.
That is sick.
Masturbating right now.
She has her mouth open, is like. Ah!
How are you allowing this to go on, dude? I mean, her back is fucking arched.
It's like a train wreck. Like, I can't look away, you know? But I'm horrified.
Scared. Her body, Yoshi's body is in an S shape right now. She's on her little perch, just screeching in pleasure. I can't look at it. This is why we don't record at Jillian's apartment, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious. Because some people just can't deal with not having the attention paid to them every 5 seconds. Like, we get it, Yoshi. Anyway, so that fucking happened.
It's her apartment. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
mean, her name's on the lease.
Yeah.
Well, not her name. It's just her footprint.
I had to ask for permission to live here. And it's like, you know, she actually has like really strict rules. And it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about it when she's like right there.
Well, it's just like a bit hypocritical because she'll tell you, like, oh, you can't smoke in the apartment, whatever. And then you come in and she's smoking like the fattest blunt you've ever seen in your life.
And she doesn't even share it.
Right.
I just think that's kind of fucked up. Like, if you're going to start a smoke sesh, then pass that shit, you know?
Right. It's called, they say puff, puff, pass for a reason. It's not just puff, puff all day.
Yeah. So
she's selfish. She's a hypocrite. She
leaves her fucking seeds everywhere. Like, I'm tired of slipping on them. I like slip on them like banana peels, you know?
I mean, you broke your collarbone last week, so
it's just really inconsiderate.
So both of our apartments right now are sort of uninhabitable. One of them is being, ruled over by an insane bird-like monster, and the other one is completely without power because a house-sized bouncy house sucked all the power up this afternoon for some wonderful child's birthday party.
It was really hot today too, so I think like everybody had their AC on, and the cherry on top for this fucking poor power grid was someone like running this massive bouncy house,
blowing up a McMansion-sized bouncy house, sweating, crying, pissing, shitting inside, screaming.
A COVID super spreader event. And I was
licking the walls.
I was like, oh my God. I realized, I was like, Lauren, like it's probably because of the bouncy house that the power went out. She's like, oh my God, you're right. So she like walks over to the door and she looks out and the bouncy house is gone. And we're like, oh my God, it like collapsed on the kids.
It had like half deflated and all the kids inside were like, oh my God.
It's like,
save us. Ay, Dios mío. I felt kind of bad, but also like, hey man, we need to run our AC as well.
Yeah, it was not a great day for a kid's party with a massive bouncy house. I mean, look, I'm all for fun and games, right? I blow up bouncy houses almost every weekend, but I try to be considerate when it's 90 degrees outside.
Also, you're environmentally conscious because you'll use your actual human lung breath.
I know.
To inflate the bouncy houses. And it's almost like, these people don't respect the art of human blown bouncy houses because they just take this massive generator and just suck all the power and life force out of the community when there's so many people who are willing and able to give their breath to the bouncy house cause. So it's really just disappointing to see and disheartening and ultimately frustrating. So we ended up waiting 4 or so hours to be able to fucking record because then we went to Jill's apartment and had to update the entire fucking thing.
And it took for fucking ever because this laptop is old as hell.
And now someone from Chicago, Illinois is calling me. Hold on, let's answer this. Hello?
I'm not your address, but you don't provide the apartment number.
Oh, it's 7.
Okay, I'll be there soon.
All right, thank you. I hear her outside the door. That's someone's grandma, y'all. She's getting her workout in. She's getting her steps in up your stairs.
Getting that bag.
Girl, we ordered some pad thai because what? It's fucking almost 9 o'clock at night. No, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. It's 9:30.
Oh my God.
We were like, I'm starving.
It's here.
It's here. We're going to eat some food really quick.
Oh my God, we're back again.
And Jillian's her pants are off. They are right off. They came.
2 things happened since the 2-second break that you just experienced. 1, we stuffed our greedy little bellies full of delicious Thai food. And 2, I ripped my pants off.
Well, you exploded out of them. This bitch just took a nosedive.
She's trying to get my toes. We've angered Yoshi. Oh my God.
She's a menace. Yoshi, no.
Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
No.
She got your toes.
That
That is actually terrifying because she really did make a beeline for your feet after. Because once I put my feet up, she was like, give me them toes.
Dude, you
girl.
reacted like you had. I was like, this has happened before.
Yes, she's chased me around the apartment.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm
She's a tiny
serious.
bird. You let her chase you around the apartment? No wonder why she acts like this.
All right, have at it. Let her chase you and see how fucking fun
Dude,
it is.
I would snap that bird's neck so quick. The difference between you and me is that you actually love her. And nothing's
that's
stopping
debatable.
me from...
Watch her aggressively steal this cheese from my hand. Watch.
That wasn't that bad.
Well, I know her intentions.
That being said, if you give her enough cheese, she is satisfied.
If you give a bird a cheese, she'll not eat your toes, at least for the time being. Because
won't
the
eat your-
cheese is what she chose.
If you give bird cheese, it won't go for your toes because she really wants your toe cheese. Well, to your toe jam maybe, but maybe she wants
Some jam to pair with
to
the
go
cheese.
But if your toes have jam and cheese, I mean, you're kind of fucked.
What if I jam my toe into her and then she's fucked?
In a sexual way or
What other way?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. You sent me that video of her bird hole in the shower the other day, and I was like, this is not something I ever needed to see.
That wasn't even her hole. That was just like a void in her
It looked
stomach.
like a hole to me, dude. If there was a black void that showed up where my vagina should be, I would think, you know.
Wait, that's not normal?
Did you just fart?
I did. It's really bad.
Dude, god damn it. How do we get the same thing, but it passes through you like it passes through a fucking toxic waste dump? It passes through me
That's
like
called-
a fucking field of flowers.
That's called fuel efficiency, baby.
God damn it, dude.
I proudly make up 95% of CO2 emissions.
You mean methane?
Yeah, that too.
You fart breath. Sometimes the way your farts sound, it almost feels like that could be the case, but
After I have garlic and that kind of thing, like a portal from hell opens up where my butthole is, and it's just like the souls of the damned escaping through my body.
and then forming a cape, like in
Yes.
DS Mom. So we went to go see Doctor Strange, which I feel like I've already complained so much about how like I was disappointed with Wanda's character and how it was treated that I don't want to get too much into it because we've already had to emotionally move on and like cope with that. We've gone through many hours of therapy. It's been a whole process.
I punched a hole in my wall.
Yeah, and then the wall punched a hole in her. It was it
It's
got
been-
kind of graphic.
Yeah, it's been a very, very long week.
Well, to be fair, you punched a hole in your direct neighbor's wall, and so they kind of fought back. But on the topic of Doctor Strange, Jillian showed me a fucking TikTok last night.
It's like this Australian guy, Chick Nason. It's CHIKNASEN.
Nyson.
Chick
So this guy's
Nyson?
name his name's Chick Nyson, and he has a TikTok. And I did a TikTok about Doctor Strange going back, using the multiverse to go back, and basically have his way with Tony Stark.
But he does like really good impressions of both of them.
Yeah.
And he's like, as Doctor Strange, like, oh, we need protection from Wanda Tip. He's like, I'm sorry, what?
It's like, want the tip all the way in, son? And then he's like, do you want to do Tony? And then as Tony, he's like,
Jarvis, postpone champagne and peckers with Craggle. And he meant to say
yeah.
champagne and crackers with pepper.
But he said champagne and peckers with Craggle. And Jillian was in her bathtub, like laying down with the shower fucking streaming on her, sending me like ugly crying, laughing selfies at it.
I was sobbing. I was laughing, I think, for like 30 minutes straight.
But this is after we went to go see fucking Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, otherwise known as DS Mom, at the Grove. And it was,
Underwhelming.
yeah. And I think maybe because we had hyped it up a lot in our minds. And
Yeah.
we had, unlike the director, watched WandaVision when we went to see the film. We're like, okay, yeah, she's a fully realized character. She's gone through some growth. If she's going to fucking freak out in this movie, we'll at least build up to it. But no, it went from like 100 to 375 real quick. She just started crazy and then just ended slightly less crazy and came to some magical, perfectly timed realization. And it was just not well written and it was just kind of a fucking mess. But I just had the thought because people are posting TikToks being like, oh, me on my way to stop Michael Waldron from writing another fucking film again. But I was like, I hope his dick explodes. I hope Michael Waldron's dick explodes.
Then I was like, I hope his knees explode. And then I was just picturing him like walking down the street and all of a sudden he just like his knees and crotch explode at once.
Or what do you expect? Like he was just hanging out in his house on a Sunday reading a book on his couch and he goes up
Yeah.
to take a piss and his fucking knees explode and he's like,
Oh!
what the fuck? And he's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have written Wanda so horribly.
And then he gets up and he like tries to stand and then his cock explodes and he's like, oh,
Why are they doing this?
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm hot and sweaty and just ate some fried fucking spring rolls and I'm feeling like I might have a seizure at any second. Never had one in my life, but if there was going to be a day, today would be it.
I'm scared that one day I'll die in here and then Yoshi will make a nest in my face.
Knowing her, well, she would
Like, that's not even a joke.
What's Margot doing this whole time? He's just letting it happen.
Yeah.
He's like, this is what I wanted.
Finally, I'm free.
Well, he's at a bachelor's party this weekend. I want to say bachelorette party.
His other friend, Marco,
Right.
is getting married.
He's not the bachelor anymore. Yoshi's just flinging Gouda chunks at me. This little bitch. She's coming for my fingers.
Give her
Oh
the
my
piece.
God.
Just give it to her.
I am.
She's gonna bite you. She's getting mad.
Eat the goddamn cheese, bitch. Eat the
that
goddamn
cheese.
cheese, bitch. Go over there.
I have to warn you. I just farted again.
God damn it, dude.
She bit me.
Our notes are on the ground and she's on the laptop. She has the cheese. She has the cheese.
Call the cops. Call the Navy.
Call the Marines.
Yoshi is single-handedly ruining this podcast. In
It's
fact,
just-
this was all an elaborate scheme seeded by Yoshi to get cheese.
No pun intended on the seed aspect. Guys,
She's-
I'm sorry. It's been a day, okay?
I'm literally pantsless, sweating.
With your-
Gizmo's locked in my closet.
He's clawing at the door. It's been a day, but so Jill woke up in a puddle of liquid, and what she thought was Gizmo piss turned out to be her own.
My own piss.
Well, she woke up in a sticky, gooey substance, apparently because she had some sex dreams about Vision last night. She was telling me how hot she thinks he is, and
That is right. I think Vision is hot. That big, hunky red man. Boy, do I want him to fill me up with his red member.
Does he come oil, do you think?
Don't be crass, okay? It's obviously antifreeze. You know, it's funny because in Age of Ultron, like he like comes out of the fucking cradle, you know, in that like dramatic like like a fucking like Dracula
Like
rise
someone-
out of his coffin.
Like someone stepped on the end of a fucking
Board
shovel
and
and
like,
just bing.
Um,
Well, he also comes up with a rock hard erection. So he comes up, he springs up, and he has a cloth that is conveniently hanging
Right.
off his 12 inches of
and then
penis.
all of the Avengers take turns sucking him off.
right, and then it shrinks down in size to the point where he can be on screen without any sort of covering. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up that he's just walking around naked most of the
Which-
time.
Yeah, I think I might have accidentally turned on the porno version, which, you know, reminds me of the porno version of SpiderMan, you know, where
Well,
it's-
Spider-Man is a different alias because it's not Peter Parker, obviously, for licensing reasons.
right, and his girlfriend is like, I know who you are, Spider-Man. You can't fool me, and I know what that web is. I've seen it before. You're none other than Penis Porker.
No, BJ, it's not what you think. So you enjoyed a few different art house films last night. it
I
sounds like.
sure did.
Okay, not gonna lie, I have seen the superhero porn, and it is disgusting.
Really?
They just straight up take.
Do they give their dicks a little cape?
Yeah, they glue capes to the condoms because you got to be safe, and that's what heroes would do.
Right.
Safe sex, no raw dogging in the hero community, because they have super AIDS. No, I've seen some shit where they just buy the cheapest fucking latex suit possible. They cut a slit in the crotch,
Stop.
and it's just like dirty penis and vagina smashing against each other, or dick and butthole, dick and penis. It's smashing their heads together. It's a
I
lot.
have seen there, like on Tumblr back in the day, there was a GIF that was very popular of, it was a cropped shot of the ET porno.
Stop. Slow down.
And it's just
ET porno?
it's like it's just like ET's head, and you can see it's like because he's like getting fucked from behind. But
Jillian,
it's just
you're fucking with me.
It's just a girl wearing like an ET costume with like body paint, and she's
No.
getting fucked. I'm serious.
No. Okay, I need to find this. If we can post it, we should post it. But you say ET porno, and I think, okay, ET fuck home or whatever.
ET fuck hoes.
And he has fuck hose. ET fuck hose. And he has a glowing mushroom tip. Right?
Yes.
Isn't that the obvious thing? You give someone a glowing radioactive mushroom tip penis.
That's what you would think.
Right, but it's a girl dressed up as ET getting fucked from behind in full makeup. I found it. No, Jillian, no.
This was the crop that went around, like, minus the text.
No. Jillian. Yoshi's freaking out. I'm never going to be able to unsee that, and I don't know how I feel about it. You don't understand, okay?
It's like
It's like a trash heap ET costume.
it's the worst thing you've ever seen in your fucking life.
It's like gray, like looks like it was pulled from the fucking trash heap. They stitched it together with like human hair.
By the way, like when you because like all I did was look up Tumblr ET porno gif and like Google at your own risk, right? But
There are children
there are only
who
three
have access to these things.
Right. I mean, that's not my fault if you decide to scar yourself with ET porn, but there are 3 gifs that come up that are that exact thing that I was just talking about. The rest are all just regular porn. Like if you scroll down, it's all
No. Just guys, if you were brave enough, just Google whatever.
I'm going to throw up. They have a threesome.
No, you guys don't understand. It's not someone's face painted, right?
It's not just like fun like party makeup or whatever. It's it's a fucking mask.
It's an ET mask and bodysuit, like a silicone bodysuit
titties.
with titties.
ET stands for enormous tits.
It's like if someone did a Bigfoot porno, but they glued human hair to their entire body,
Right.
and face.
I mean, they really committed. I kind of had to give them that. Like, it was like the production value on those types of pornos. Like,
Well, especially for the time it appears to have been made in.
have you seen the American
The
Dad
60s.
porno? Where someone dresses as Roger the alien?
Jillian? I can't. One is enough.
I found the poster for it.
No, there's a post.
It's so
What
funny.
the fuck? Guys, there are literally no words. The best way I can describe this, right, is they took the cartoon background of the American Dad house. They have the schlubbiest people they could have possibly found. And a guy in a deformed gray blob of an alien suit with a massive brain and his eyes going 2 separate directions. And then a cartoon fish.
I just
going
love
to
that there's
end
a
it all.
market for this kind of shit.
Well, there's for sure a Bob's Burger was one.
Right.
And the cast has acknowledged that.
If you created a show, like whether it was like an adult show or not, and someone made a porno based off of it, like, would you consider that making it?
I guess in
Stuff?
a way. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much of a compliment that is because isn't it Rule 64 or whatever the fuck? There's
34.
34, 69. It should be Rule 69.
Rule 43. I don't know. Too many
There's
numbers.
Rule 666. There is porn of everything. If
Yes.
it exists, there is porn of it. You know, Google it at your own risk. There's definitely porn of Yoshi out there. Jillian may or may not have drawn it.
I've drawn all of it exclusively.
Right. So it's definitely out there, but I'm like, I don't know how much of a compliment that is. If someone drew porn of us, you know what? Scratch that. I
Send
didn't
in your
even
best
mention.
drawings of us having sex with each other.
No.
Okay, having
Separately,
sex with
next
Yoshi.
to each other
Right.
with ourselves.
Yes.
Well, is Gizmo involved as well?
he
Is
can
this-
watch.
He's just ferociously fucking licking himself in the corner.
I'm only going to accept, like, if I ever make something big someday, I will only accept people drawing porn of it if it's, like, good porn.
You're only going to accept it? Are you going to personally go find their art, reject it, send them hate mail? Is that what you're saying?
I'll go to their house and shoot both of their kneecaps if it's
Like
bad
you go with Michael
artwork.
Waldron?
Yes.
See, the funny thing about Michael Waldron is he thinks his kneecaps exploded, but Jillian's just out there with a sharpshooting rifle.
Like I have like a fucking like night vision scope, like infrared.
Fun fact, Jillian killed JFK. She wasn't even born yet, but her skills were that good.
Hey, you weren't supposed to tell people that. Like, I
fuck.
finished
MLK.
all the fucking
MLK.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And not Martin Luther King Jr. We don't need to get into it. It's some guy whose initials are MLK. It's not important.
Milk.
She
I killed the
milkman.
dairy industry.
Yeah, she single-handedly murdered the dairy industry.
That's why I only feed Yoshi vegan cheese.
Vegan Gouda. And also, it doesn't make us shit blood. Anyway.
I am too hot to function.
You are THTF. Yoshi's...
We're
What?
imminently going on huge vacations, and I'm counting down the fucking minute.
Well, Marco is away this weekend, so he's going on his little boys' fucking weekend in Santa Bobby.
With
and
his
then,
boys.
and because the guy
Yeah, the
is
other
getting
Marco,
married.
Marco 2.0 is
Yeah.
getting married in Italy, which is whose wedding we're going to. I already got my dress. It looks fucking amazing.
It looks amazing off as well.
It looks better on the floor, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, is Marco gonna fucking rip it to shreds?
Like those like TikToks of the guys ripping their friends' pants
Oh my
off.
god. You're like drinking whatever at the wedding, having a good time with Marco, and maybe you step on his toe or something, and he's like, "Oh, that kind of hurt," and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, ha ha ha." You're dancing on the dance floor and whatever, and he like leans close to you and whispers in your ear, he's like, "I can't wait to tear that dress off you later." And you're like, "Oh, say less."
Yeah,
And you get back to your
kinky.
fucking Airbnb or whatever you're making out, walking in through the door, and then all of a sudden he grabs a fucking like frying pan in the corner and starts swinging at you. You're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "You stepped on my foot." He grabs your dress and you're like crawling on the floor towards the door as he's slowly ripping it off you.
I told you I would rip that dress off.
Like, "I just stepped on your fucking baby toe." He's like, "Exactly, with your heel on my baby pinky toe."
That's the most important toe.
Oh my god.
How am I supposed to count the little piggies all the way home if I don't have my toes?
What about the piggies that went to the supermarket? Where is he supposed to go?
He can't go wee all the way home. He's going to go to the hospital.
And then if they don't do it in time, I'm going to have to amputate. And then the piggies are going to miss the piggy brother. You didn't think about that, did you, though?
Spang! As he like bashes my head in.
He cracks your fucking skull like an egg on a frying pan. Oh my god. And then Yoshi and Gizmo come visit and then make a nest in your corpse.
Right.
Full
Marco high
circle.
fives Yoshi. He's like, "We did it. We got rid of her." She's like, "Finally, we can be alone." And then they make out full open mouth and beak with tongue.
He shoves her up his pee hole.
Oh my god, he sounds with Yoshi.
I forgot sounding was a thing. Sounding sounds like an old nautical term. Because that's...
Oh, it's nautical, all right.
Do you think that that's where it came from? Sounding. Or maybe they just started by yelling into each other's pee holes.
like those like cups or whatever that you
Yeah.
attach a string to.
Yeah. They attached strings to each other's pee holes from
Right.
lighthouse to lighthouse. And it was the only way they could communicate because they would strum a certain chord and then they would know, okay, well, it's time to turn off my light, turn the other guy's on.
Right. It's like Morse code except with your dick.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes birds would land on the wire and it would kind of get in the way.
Well, you know, some miscommunications happened, and long story short, that's how, you know,
Well, they had to start upping the ante because the string just was too flimsy. A bird would land on it, it would get ripped right out of their pee hole and then fall to the ground, and stuck in a storm, you can't communicate that way. So they progressively had to increase the size and girth of what was inserted into the pee hole. And today, now you have metal bars that go in between lighthouse to lighthouse. So on a clear day, you can see the bars shaking and shimmering and hear some light moaning in the distance. And that's what sounding is.
Right. Have you ever actually seen a lighthouse in person?
No, unless I blacked it out.
I know, right?
I feel like lighthouses are like a big Men in Black pen. And you just forget anytime you fucking see
they don't
one.
exist. They just are a figment of our imagination.
Oh,
It's
they
like, have you
exist.
seen one? No.
They exist, but then they flash in your face and you fucking forget.
Right.
I mean, they're a thing still, right?
Yes.
Comment down below if you live in a lighthouse.
If you live in a lighthouse.
If your names are
We have
Willem
one-
or Robert.
We have one listener who's like, yes! Finally.
Well, happy abortion rights getting taken away, everyone.
Yay. Happy Handmaid's Tale coming true, everyone.
Happy Handmaid's Tale. We've already talked about everything.
Except for the taxidermy.
Well, we're gonna record tomorrow
Are we?
because we have two
I thought I
more-
was going to come over during the week.
You can come over during the week.
Well, if you have time tomorrow, then let's record tomorrow.
I don't have time tomorrow. I have Tim. Little Timmy Tim's coming over.
Tim.
Timothy Chalamet.
Tiny
It's
Tim.
contractual. He sucks my toes for about 5 minutes, and then I don't spill his deep, dark secret.
And you don't even want him to do it. He just volunteers, so.
Well, I mean, I do at this point. I almost can't live without a toe suck from Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim's toe sucks.
Tiny Tim's toe tickles. Every Tuesday and Thursday night. Do not at Timothy Chalamet and directly request that because it is only word of mouth, or should I say word of toe.
And we will get sued for libel.
We will. I'm liable to fucking break that bird's neck right about now.
I have an idea.
What?
Let's kill her. Ready?
Hold on, you gotta do the fucking countdown.
Oh.
This has been Relatable episode 32. Check us out on Instagram and all of the links in a bio. We have a website. You can email us. All kinds of fun stuff.
We're going to kill Yoshi and sacrifice her mortal spirit to...
Timmy the toe tickler. She's, our payment for the week. So on that note, we hope you have a lovely week. And, don't expect any Yoshi pics ever again.
Yeah, because she's going to be dead right after this. Ready? 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Oh my God, she snapped just like, it just crumpled like paper.
I'm free. I'm free.